You know, a lot of what I like to do is discover new artists' music on this channel. It's kind of what the bedrock of the channel was in the first place. Obviously, the days of discovering the biggest artists in the world and their back catalogues, you know, we've done most of those. But when I'm hearing massive things about an artist like NorthSideBenji and finding out that he's actually got the second biggest album in Canada right now, as well as a big fan base over here, I feel like I need to check this guy out, man. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. As always, the Uncuts on Patreon. Let's move.
So my nigga be trapping at abandoned buildings, he serving this shit to the tenants. See, we both trying to go ahead and make $1 million, we just got some different
harmonies.
When I fly to the shit, fuck with these niggas, they ain't keep it G. I ain't pay for that little bitty bitch, she free. Walk on the house full of junkies and we got a bag full of paraphernalia. I got a nigga though.
I mean, it's that street style that we're hearing, man, like the Lil Baby, the Dirk, that kind of style with the melancholy instrumental and the melodies, but he's harmonizing with himself and it sounds a bit more musical, I guess is the way I describe it.
Fuck with you niggas, this feel like some Skittles. I get the work from the panel's ghost. He ain't seen my dog in a minute, he making Corolla, we making a toast.
Okay, very interesting start. Mournful, but tuneful.
Started accidental, then this term, are you in it, then it's killing seed. And I might go and get that track home, cause I like the speed. I grew up running from the
instrumental,
so
cool.
I like position, trying to make the decisions. Flyer than the eagle.
Yeah, it's a really complex instrumental, not unlike the other song. And the use of sort of reverb and echoes, creating a real atmosphere. It's actually quite cinematic. I was just shutting my eyes there for a minute and just picturing the scenes that he's talking about. I think this sounds like a lot of music that's kind of out like now, but it has a bit more depth to it. I think sort of musically, it's a bit more interesting. I think we're getting a lot of music with a lot of pain in the lyrics and, you know, a lot of passion and, you know, quite violent, some of it, but it's turned around quite quickly. I'm talking about, yeah, some of Lil Durk's music, some of the other stuff that's coming out right now. And when it's really good, it really hits, but some of it, there's such a churn to it. I think the instrumentals don't necessarily do the artist justice. That gentle piano. Do you know what it reminds me of? Weirdly, it really reminds me of listening to The Weeknd now. Let me qualify that, because obviously it doesn't sound anything like The Weeknd and the music doesn't sound anything like The Weeknd, but I'm aware he's from the same place. Some of the stories that Abel talks about, perhaps on like a Snow Child or something like that, it's almost like he's there too, and this is his interpretation, his take on that life. I think there's a reason British people and UK people connect with that Canadian music, and a lot of it's to do with the climate, I think. I mean, it's fucking cold here too.
I keep dropping ashes in luxury vehicles. I pick up the key from the kiosk to travel all over the world. See, I'm in the city with chief with the heat in the front of the seat and my new baby. Click, I put the light on it. Keep
nice texture to the instrumental.
Send that boy right to a dream. I put the bitch on designer and now she wanted Chanel and Celine.
There's a bit of Future and Gunna in there as well. It's like a sort of combination of a lot of different artists, but he sounds unique. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we fast forward 12 months and this is the guy that's getting 10 million views in a couple of days on his videos. You know what I mean? Just from the sound of it, and like I said, the texture, all the instrumentals are really well put together. He's spitting way more than a lot of rappers in this style. Okay, yeah, I'm really liking his instrumentals, man.
But to be real with you, I'm trying to figure what's the deal with you, girl. I'm trying to catch this 14 child.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go. For me, trap music is at its best when it's really atmospheric and takes you. I mean, the ultimate, right? Travis Scott Roder, the ultimate. It's all there. It's evident on my channel. Go and watch the video. I'm sure you have. That is a real moment to experience for the first time, and it continues to get richer in different ways. This doesn't sound like that necessarily, but it's really atmospheric. It's atmospheric in a similar way to Future's best music. It's atmospheric in a similar way to Metro Boomin's best production, which is often hand in hand. I'm enjoying this project a lot, man. This is definitely an artist that I think, like I said, it wouldn't surprise me in 12 months if he's absolutely smashing it. Alright, Keep Running is by far the most streamed song on the project. Guess it was a single or something like that, so very interested to hear what this one's like.
I wanna go, no run, stuck in the trap with a whole lot of money. I'm in the house from Monday to the Sunday. You know too much, I would do for the honest. Money machine, keep running, keep running.
The beat drops right on this, it's gonna be a moment.
Keep running, it ain't too much, I would do for the money. I'm on the go, road running, I'm on the road, ho, on you, go yard, ho, honey. I got these hugs, fly this shit like a eagle. I got up
oh, great, yeah, no.
They better eat every feed. While you stepping on shit like a beat. No, 101 to the ceiling. When you with it's a hell of a feeling. And this shit going mile a minute. travel a whole lot of money.
Come on.
Out for money to the Sunday. Yeah, they too much, I would do for the honey. Money machine, keep right. Money machine, keep right.
And that is how to use piano and a beat. This doesn't happen that much on the channel anymore, just because, like I say, you know, we've covered in this journey where, you know, I'd missed out on like 10 years worth of music from having kids, and, you know, that's what happens when you get into your mid-20s. Trust me, you guys, you'll get there as well, and then you'll be 30 and you'll be like, oh, I had none of this music from the last 5 years, I don't know who any of these fucking people are. But you guys have corrected that for me, whether it's Travis or fucking Frank Ocean or whoever it is that I've heard basically for the first time on video with you guys. I rarely get that moment where I'm like, wow, who is this guy? NorthSideBenji. I'm like, okay, I can really hear him having massive amounts of fans that really connect and engage with his music. And that might be the case for other artists as well, but I, on a personal, selfish level, don't like some of those artists as much. Talking about the piano here, talking about an artist like Polo G, for example. I think this guy's levels, in my opinion, based on 5 songs. But we keep it going.
Me, I've been ducking the law for my whole life. Had a dream that the fear got me. My niggas say you a block for the ass with car. And just dripping the bread and spaghetti.
He works really well tonally with the instrumentation, which is rare in this type of music. It's like he almost has a singer's ear for it. The way the chords shift in the instrumentation and the way he shifts his notes slightly always resolves in a really pleasing way. And I think that is something that a lot of other artists that make melodic trap music could actually listen to and learn from. Still solid, man. Still solid. And again, doesn't outstay its welcome. 2.5 minutes. Keeps things varied. Although, obviously, thematically, it's very similar throughout.
Hey, see y'all. Yeah, I turn my problems up to millions. I ain't need to do no dealing. My nigga gon' do them trip with that stick to work and he ain't missing, nigga. Nigga gon' do them drillings, so I ain't gotta shoot no children. But see, I ain't even part no purse, little nigga. But I think I'm losing feeling.
Yeah, another super solid track. Again, rich and mournful, rich sonically, mournful. I would like to hear a switch up, a slight switch up. That's kind of a switch up.
She's in love, how my diamonds always in motion. You see all the stars align. This shit come with perfect timing. If I get so I ever remind. I know Twin proud of me for real, nigga.
Yeah, you can hear Drake on that beat, to be honest. I like the fact it's called the Extravagant Collection, the album art. It does feel expensive.
When she on the road, she forget about everything else. She doing tricks on the road, tricks on the pole and everything else. I know you dropped out of college to pursue the modeling thing, and then you took a different route.
Money pussy run the world, she the type of girl to get it, said she got it. Body magazine or fitted clean, stunning, she the trending topic. Tell your friends just how I do it. If it ain't me, baby, then who?
So you better keep it moving, little baby. Side over here.
Yeah, song is okay. It's a bit generic, to be honest. That one, it didn't quite have some of the interesting instrumentation, melodic choices, harmonies as some of the other tracks. And you do feel like maybe the album's losing a little bit of momentum, but we keep it going.
Big body IQ8 truck. She tryna count the reeds on it. Got it beef for Tahiti, eating me for lunch. It's a life, wonder why the kids want to drive. Walk through the hood and they dead on a ride. Hotter than the day.
Come on.
I've been living fast. My city like the vibe. Fit it in the stats. On the spare.
Growing and growing. Come on. Ghost of Tsushima, like whistle. It's not a whistle, is it? It's like a flute. Fucking whistle. It's not a whistle, but it sounds good. Made me want to play Driver 2 on PS1. But actually, I don't want to play that game because it would drive me insane. Do you remember Driver 1? You probably don't. Driver 1, we couldn't even play the game without passing your license test at the beginning in the underground car park. Anyway, it's funny where music will take you.
I ever play checkers in these streets and I won't be here. Wish I knew how much niggas I lose that come and leave, yeah. Aftermarket 30's a glitch on you, need to stop it. I've been watching sunsets, these niggas been watching wild. All these nights in the tea really fucked up my men. Planning shit to a T, know this.
Unusual instrumentation on this one, but I like it. Felt like that one could have actually been given another minute or two. Right, a couple of tracks to go, and Vori on the last track has been having a big year.
I ain't catch the body, but I caught me the win. Bro, don't caught a body and he caught one again. Blood all over the money. In the town that I'm in. Back for the feet. Bend her back on the G. Bend her back on the G. Gotta run up on them, then you squeeze.
It's a simple beat, but quite effective again.
I ain't catch the body, but I caught me the win.
I think if this did the normal trap album thing of being an hour 10 minutes long, and it kept up this energy, it would lose a lot. The fact it's short, I mean, we're nearly finished. 30 minutes long, songs are short and sweet. Not sweet, but you know what I mean. I think that's important. It keeps the quality high.
I just lost my doggy to the streets, so I can't shed no tail. I lost it all.
Very Travis Scott.
Rapping shit. I'm just trying to see how much in stacks I get. I've been gone for a minute, I'll be back again. See?
Yeah. No one ever did it how I did it. Turned up and terrorized our city. My chance with love is just not the same.
Beat is really good. Really fucking good, man. Comes those Mike Dean synths again. Man, I think we need to be keeping an eye on NorthSideBenji, man. There is a lot to like and a lot to love in this project, but what excites me the most is the potential. I don't think we're hearing the peak of this guy just yet. And it feels like he's on the cusp of blowing up. So that's exciting times. Alright guys, as always, it's Uncut on the Patreon. If you made it all the way to the end here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're already a NorthSideBenji fan, let me know down in the comments. And guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.